Hello, and welcome to Duos and Destiny, where two skinwalkers just really like ranch. I really like ranch.
A lot.
I like ranch. Anyways, we're going to be playing Duos and Destiny. No, we are Duos and Destiny. We're going to be playing Spelljammer. We're going to be playing Spelljammer, a Dungeons and Dragons inspired homebrew campaign. I'm your dungeon master. Really like ranch. I actually don't. My name is Logan, and I would like to give a special shout out to two very special people in our lives. Jason Wardell of In the Vast Forest on Spotify and Bandcamp. That sweet bound dicky down is him. And also, be sure to check out Roll for Sketching on Instagram for all the cool character art she's done for us, as well as just the character art she does for herself. Be sure to reach out to her if you're interested in getting any. Without further ado, over to you.
What's up, guys? It's Brandon, your player, and I too enjoy ranch, and I mean it when I say it.
I'm a liar.
So, get yourself a bottle of ranch. We'll expect some increased sales at your local Walmart, so they'll probably go out. Guys, welcome back. Welcome back for episode number 22 of Commander's Log. We're so happy you're here with us, watching us play Dungeons and Dragons. This is a blast. So don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, tell all your friends. We'll take everything we can get.
Oh, did you already tell them that this is episode number 22?
I did tell him that.
Oh, did I just miss it?
He did. Yes.
I was totally lost about thinking about ranch.
Yeah, so maybe we're winning him over. But yeah, I did say this is episode 22. Fact check him. Call him out. We appreciate all the love that you give to me and the hate that you'll give to Logan in this aspect. But guys, yeah, 22. We can't thank you guys enough for joining us for episode number 22. Don't forget to check the description for any of the socials that you might be interested in. The good old Facebook, the Instagram, the Spotify, the TikTok, all the good stuff. Boys and girls, I guess that brings us right in to the last time on Commander's Log.
Commander's Log.
Carson and Lee Starhammer escorted, we'll say, the king of Torvengard to hopefully the new docile planet Vishatar of where New Torvengard will be. They found the, I believe, perfect location for the city itself, introduced the king to the Rawwas people and the chiefs and chieftains that are still remain. A pretty good connection was made there. And then ultimately, for the next approximately 200 days, Carson and his team of the Starhammers spent that time escorting a fleet of ships to and from Vishatar back to Torvengard and extracting all the people. And eventually, after 200 days, only, two people left to stay. Olgri, High Priestess Olgri, and the prisoner Nyogi. A very meaningful conversation was had with Olgri where she had chosen to stay for important reasons. And Carson understood, given his past and what he's experienced with different high priests and priestesses. So we actually find ourselves with Carson walking out of the temple, if I remember correctly, with Pizor behind him. And was the king there?
No. It was just Ogre on Torvengard.
Okay.
Yep.
So just exiting the temple is Carson right after that moment.
Yeah, absolutely. That's where we're going to pick up. Fresh off the heels of a level up as well. There is a big time passage taking us to the date being the 3rd of Charstale, 1863. After pretty much the full evacuation of Torvengard, aside from this one special individual, you have found yourselves with a task. Ogre has told you that her vision tells of the end of times of Torvengard. The release of Femus, the binding force that contains all the magical energy that sustained and held Torvengard together. She is seeing her end in sight whenever Torvengard ends as well. And she proposed to you that perhaps she goes out in a spectacular way, dealing a devastating blow to the encroaching threat put onto you by the Artuk. Speaking of the Artuk, as you have progressively evacuated Torvengard, the Artuk colony, the gigantic, at this point, planetoid structure that they have began to form, has slowly started to chunk away at Sector A and kind of going almost like all of Sector Z is pretty much empty at this point. It's expanding into Sector Y and eating into Sector A to the point where a straight shot out of Sector A was no longer your best path. Instead, you guys would go up and out or down and out, one of the two. So, that being the case, you would kind of skirt the R2 problem, and luckily had no instances of a run-in from there. But, needless to say, you are on Torvengard, pretty much alone, beside from Ogre, Pizor, and a locked-up Neogi.
As I assume Pizor has followed me out of the temple.
Yep, hot on your heels.
It's hard to believe we're leaving this all behind. All of this. All the work. All the effort that people have gone through. The memories. All the time. It seems just hard to believe still. It's weird that it's empty.
I mean, it is just a place, is it not?
Yes, but a home means something, you know? It's just, there's more to a home than a place.
I do know what you mean. It has been... I do miss being home, back on Vishotar, amongst my people. So I understand when you say you're going to miss a home. But I think this is a good opportunity. This place is pretty small for the entirety of your people.
It's vastly different, isn't it?
You'll actually have room to roam.
Something we've never done.
It is a big change.
Well, what do you think of what Ogre said?
Well, I mean, I think our path forward is pretty clear, right? Through that shared vision, you are pretty much destined to go to that temple and see whatever it is that Femus wants you of there, correct?
Yeah.
I am just here for the ride.
She said Femus is here. Underneath us. Locked here.
That is pretty weird, yes.
Yeah.
You think you would notice something like that? I mean, especially as proficient miners as you guys are, digging out all of these caverns.
Right, that's what I thought. I mean, I don't think he's physically here. Like in essence of Femus or some type of transition towards where he's at.
Truth be told, I do not know much about gods.
I'm just grasping at the wind, honestly. I don't know either.
My people thought the moon was a god, so we still kind of do. Our perspectives are beginning to change, with your introduction of Femus, but for the longest time we just worshipped the moon. So, godly wisdom is not my strong suit.
No, that's fair. We spent a lot of time together now, haven't we, Pizor?
A good deal, yes.
What are your thoughts so far about being on the ship? Are you willing to travel with me to this stone temple?
I mean, I have come this far.
You have?
I think I would be a fool to just walk away.
Alright.
I was called to serve alongside of you So that is what I will do.
Is 100% of everything just gone? Outside of like, main structures?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's structures, but it's like a ghost town. Like, everybody just up and left. It's not like everybody left in a hurry. It was a planned evacuation.
Drake's been out a really long time.
Yeah, you know, like, every trip, more and more and more was stripped from the city itself. Because they also tried, like, instead of starting fresh, if they could bring as much supplies, as much pre-built materials, you know, whatever they could with them, it just makes the settlement easier. So there is not much left. There's definitely just like the stone structures, because obviously Torvengard is almost entirely made out of like a reliefed carving of the stone itself.
Right.
The magical sconces that kind of like dot Torvengard still flicker, but they flicker like a little bit more faintly. Like it's in like permanent night mode, essentially. And it's just dark, quiet, and empty, like a true Torvengard you've never experienced.
Absolutely.
It as much as it has always felt like home, it just doesn't at this point. Like you are home, but there's no livelihood to it. It is empty, truly.
Then I'll continue small talking with Pizor, but I'll lead him towards my house, and I'll just say my final goodbyes to the place that I was raised, to the home that I knew. And I'll find my way to Carlisle's grave. And as we just slowly strolled through the town, and obviously no rush at this point, I don't believe. Once we reached Carlisle's grave, I fall to my knees. And I look at Pizor and I say, if you don't mind, I'd appreciate if you could bow your head as well.
Of course. Anything to respect Kurtas.
And I'll say a silent prayer. I kind of hold that position for a while. Awkwardly long, probably. And I slowly stand back up. I feel bad leaving him.
I don't even know how to weigh in.
I know he's not there. It just feels bad knowing that Torvengard's about to be absorbed. But I guess there are many loved ones here.
The way I was always taught it was that everything you give in returns to the earth. It is one big cycle.
Some would say the circle of life.
You should see the sunrise on the plains.
Everywhere it touches. Some say that could be mine.
It is up for grabs, truthfully.
Yeah.
But truly,
Alright.
whether he is here or wherever, it is cyclical. He will still be a part of everything.
We're right. He lives with us. He kind of hits his chest a little bit towards his heart. He's with us. Well, no time like the present then, huh?
I suppose it is the time then.
I kind of smile at him, knowing that this is the end of a chapter. This is almost the end of a book for Carson. Like, this is a huge closure moment.
Mm-hmm.
He's stepping on to the Starhammer now as, like, now I kind of feel like Carson really feels like he is the commander captain.
Yeah.
You know, this is the release moment. So he kind of smiles and he kind of punches Paizo a little bit on the shoulder and he goes, "Your fur's turning gray. Huh. You're getting old."
It's the stress of dealing with you.
Sure it is.
And you two board the Starhammer, because I assume you probably just walked, like, very slow walk.
Just enjoyed it.
Yeah, absolutely. Finding your way onto the Starhammer, and it falls away from a silent Torvengard. No fanfare, no onlookers from the docks, just a silent escape. You guys skirt up and out of the Terran fields, up or down or straight out. It's all relatively about the same distance at this point. The Terran fields, they are belt-shaped. It's still very wide, more like cummerbund-shaped. But it is wherever Torvengard is situated within the Terran fields, to go all the way to the edge, all the way out, or all the way down. It doesn't matter which. But it is the safest route as opposed to going through, because you're eventually going to run into some Artux. So, as we set out on the very first, or not on the very first, but on your very first day leaving Torvengard towards your new mission, which way would you like to go, and where's your destination?
We're heading through Sector Z to find the Stone Temple.
Okay.
So,
and your path through Sector Z. You have the orrery, so of course you can kind of see.
yeah, probably can see really well where the
Yes.
mothership is now,
Yeah.
right? So,
But you also know, associated with where the mothership is at, essentially like the R2 planetoid that they're forming, there are patrols and scouts that kind of leave from that area.
So we would steer clear.
Okay.
I mean, I would tell Sage, we're in a hurry, but we're not in a hurry so much that we're going to put ourselves in danger unnecessarily. So let's skirt as far as necessary and put us in safe distance.
A widest berth possible. Understood.
Yes.
Okay.
Other than that, fly straight.
Can do. With that, I would like you to roll a D100. For your
Love.
first journey into open space.
I would love
As
to.
Torvengard peels away from the asteroids of the Terran fields and kind of gets into the open space.
How does a 38 sound?
A 38. I don't know how it sounds.
So I think it sounds lovely. if
I
you
would
ask
sure
me.
hope so.
Yeah. 38 sounds a great number.
Well, I mean, it depends upon how you look at it.
The Starhammer blows up. Engine 1 failure. Engine 2 going down. Landings in the Hudson. Where's the Hudson
Okay.
River?
I'm going to roll another dice.
Do you need to?
Nice. Okay.
Nice soup.
Nice soup. You and the Starhammer, you take a very wide berth, and just to truly avoid everything, you guys kind of take like an external angle, not like quite up, not quite out, more like an angle away. And you guys are cruising along the exterior edge of the Terran fields. You're kind of like looking in upon the desert that is what used to be Sector Z, I should say. Jamming quite along, there is a very harsh and sudden stop as you guys are far away from the Terran fields to actually not be interrupted by asteroids. So your path is interrupted by something you would not expect. And it is very early on into the journey, like not even halfway into Sector Z. So we're talking like early in the morning. There you are jamming along, and all of a sudden there is a complete stop to your guys' progress. And you guys stop in open space, nothing around you. Make a perception check.
Nothing around me.
Well, from the initial, like you just pull out of space and like there's no asteroids immediately surrounding you. You're not in an asteroid field, you're just in open space.
8.
8. Okay. I
I
will
didn't-
grab a couple things real quick.
It's because I didn't charge the dice, guys.
You didn't charge the dice.
That's why.
See, I charged the dice, but I charged every single one of them on a 1. And the funniest thing is, I rolled it and I rolled a 1, but it was a D6, so I don't think it matters
But
too
it
terribly
still
much.
sets you up for failure.
It did, just a little bit.
Back in my day, we
Okay.
charged our dice.
So, first thing
Oh.
I'm gonna do,
First and foremost, let's bust that out.
bust it.
Boys don't worry, he's busting.
Okay, if you could place yourself and Pizor on the Star Hammer for me.
Sure, my guy.
Magoo. And then I'm gonna grab a couple of guys here.
I guess if we were leaving Pizor and I would have. Is that so? When you say in the morning, like we had literally just left Torvegard.
Yes, so you had pretty much just cleared everything that was the Terran Fields,
Okay.
and we're cruising not far
Okay.
before your path was interrupted. Like, you guys had been at peak jamming speed for maybe less than an hour before it comes to a
Okay.
grinding halt.
I'd say at that point, Pizor and I were both like just still kind of talking on the front,
Okay.
not front tail deck, but the signal deck.
Yes, absolutely. Standing up on top of the signal deck, you guys are...
Oh no, it is the fantail deck. No, JK signal deck. It is.
Use your words.
I said it. I said what I said.
Okay. As you're standing there, you immediately... I'm going to roll some dice real quick.
Sure.
And try to find this sheet. I wish I had printed these off, but I slacked.
Slackers. Hey, that's okay though.
So sorry.
Just 'cause you didn't print off a sheet doesn't make you any less of a great DM, Logan. Remember,
I feel inadequate.
inadequacy is only in the mind. One must be worthy of inadequacy to feel inadequate. I believe that is a direct thought from Confucius. So,
Okay. Awesome. Here we go.
here we go.
First attack
Sorry?
is going to miss. As you and Pizor are standing on the deck, there is this zipping past your head as you notice a mangonel stone comes screeching from behind you.
A what?
A mangonel is basically like a trebuchet.
Oh.
The galleons from Torvengard had some on them.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so it's basically just like a heavy stone they throw. Not quite as big as the Star Hammer cannon, but pretty damaging.
Okay.
A mangonel stone comes flying past you, and then a ballista bolt goes sailing off in the distance. From where you're at, you can tell everything just came from behind you.
Behind me.
Yes.
Interesting.
So we're going to kind of push these guys out of the way. Also, charging my dice on a 1 did not work. I rolled like trash.
So all you DMs out there, you charge them on ones while your player does the correct structure of the 20.
Oh, whatever. Okay. The Star Hammer is just going to kind of be in the way for now.
Okay.
5, 10. When we were at this scale, we said it was 50 feet for every one. Is that correct?
We've done that before, yeah.
Okay.
To help. with
Yes, and I
movement.
think that's what we're going to stay
Okay.
as. 51, 52, 53, 54.
We have the fly speed is 80 feet if that changes things.
Okay. Yes.
So we might need to do 40.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So as you
That's sweet shit.
you are sailing along, abruptly interrupted, and as soon as you guys leave jamming speed, there are two like a mangonel stone and then a ballista bolt that goes sailing just over your guys' heads, rudely interrupting your beautiful day out in the wild space. From there, I would like to roll some initiative.
Okay.
For ship initiative itself. We have some special rules. Let me get to them.
Okay. Please, get to them.
We have mentioned before that we do a little home brewing here. So I compiled some special rules for spelljamming to kind of make the combat a little bit more dynamic with the actual spelljamming itself outside of physical combat once you board each other. So we have the gunner, captain, and the jammer. Obviously the jammer is going to be taken care of by Zage. Captain would probably be you. And then the gunner could be taken up by anybody. You also have a bosun. I don't remember if you still have the handout as well.
Did you give me a full-size handout, or was it a small one?
It was the half sheets, like the 8.5 buys.
Because I have... Did you give me a full handout for it?
I thought I did. And it would have said, like, Spelljammer Combat, Brewed by Duelist Destiny.
It sounds familiar.
And I thought you had stuck it in your notebook.
Oh wait, no, it's small. It's a small one. It's up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so obviously while you are on the ship, you can take your standard action in combat. If you take an action in combat, you cannot take your roles action.
Okay.
The different roles, so for if you're the captain, you can do like a read the wind, inspire the crew, or enemy insights. Each of these do special, basically bonuses to supplement the other roles.
Okay.
The jammer has obviously the most important role until they are engaged, because they can kind of control the distance via maneuvering, which is basically contested piloting checks. The gunner is the one that kind of oversees the actual firing of like the ballista in this case, and it would also be the giant cannon.
Okay.
And then the bosun is pretty much like runs around and does things to help the ship stay up and running. So he repairs ships, repairs weapons, treats wounded, or trims the sails. Trimming the sails is one of the ones that can help support the jammer in their endeavors for like maneuver checks. So you would be the acting captain. And if you would like, Pizor could either be the gunner or the bosun in this aspect.
I'd say he'd probably fall into the gunner role.
Okay, gunner would definitely make sense. And truthfully, if you wanted to risk Brish, he could be the bosun. But the bosun has to essentially, like, if they're repairing the ship or healing, it's applying a healer's kit or using repair supplies. Whenever you do that, you are at the physical location. Like, wherever the damage occurred on the ship, that's where you're repairing. So, essentially, you will have your own initiative, but then outside of that initiative, you will you can either choose between your role action or a role in combat. So you can always cast Firebolt, use an attack action or whatever, but it just forfeits your role's action.
Okay, so, fair enough.
Yes, absolutely. So if Pizor is affiliated with the weapons, there would also be the automatons. Mm-hmm. There were 6 automatons, so they could all man the ballistas, and Pizor can basically be in the wings and also doing other actions at the same time. Or all of the automatons can focus on the giant cannon. It's whichever the captain would basically dictate.
Okay.
So, with that, I would like to get some initiatives.
I rolled a 14.
A 14, okay. Let me get to my initiative page
I
and
rolled a 6 because I don't know if I need to, or enough additional 6 for the ship or Pizor, but... Excuse me.
The ship movement occurs during the ship's turn, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I think I said that correct. Or no, sorry, during the jammer's turn. Man, I had a clear plastic little sheet for scribbling on.
Scribble.
Yeah, and now I can't find it wherever it went. Inconvenient. It is probably my fault for moving it. Give me 2 seconds to try to find it. It was convenient. If not, I will give up. 5,
Cool.
4, 3.
Well, guys, remember,
What?
you're listening to Jason Wardell. Be sure to check him out. Play these awesome tunes on your D&D nights, weekends.
Okay, so we got the. We do not need the ship initiatives. We need Pizor and Zage's initiative.
Okay.
Starting with Pizor getting a 13 on the dice, and he has an initiative bonus that is not loading at the current moment. Zage rolled a hot 6.
A hot 6, better than a cold one.
Pizor rolled a... What'd you say you rolled? I'm sorry.
14 total.
14. And... Oh, wow, actually, Pizor came ahead of you.
Yeah, only a +1.
Okay, and then I'm going to grab some initiatives from the baddies. Are we the bad guys?
Every storyline's different.
And... let me see here real quick. Okay, I need a couple more initiatives. 7 and 8.
Thanks for being patient, guys, while we set up this cool ship-to-ship combat. We appreciate the patience as Logan's setting up our initiative count.
I wish I had pre-rolled,
Right.
but I didn't. It's okay, I only have one more initiative to roll.
That's right. Everyone can just listen to the dulcet tones, but...
Okay, I'm ready. I just need to...
I'm ready.
Grab
I'm ready.
some indicators.
You want to kick that fan on, too?
Oh, sure. It's getting hot in here. So
Somebody forgot. I don't know what that would have been.
Oh,
Screech?
I don't ever want to make that noise again. Alrighty. So, with the ships running after it.
Well, look over to Pizor. This isn't good. We're definitely out of practice.
You see that the sails that unfurl from this ship as it kind of like basically it doesn't materialize. Actually, no, full on it materializes behind you. Like an invisibility cloak falls away from the ship as the mangonel stones are fired at you, and then you see all these furling sails just poof, 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 and they're the dark black sails, and like a flag flying with no indicators on it, just a dark black flag. And it is kind of like flapping in the non-existent wind. As you can see, this ship is trying to gain speed on you guys. So top of the round, we are actually starting with Pizor. Pizor is not technically using any one of the weapons unless you wanted him to. If he does man one of the ballistas as the gunner, it does have a bonus to the attack round, or to the attack.
Yeah, I would say that his goal would be to the automatons would come up and he would be in charge of the automatons shooting ballistas.
Okay,
Would that be
cool.
all right? Like
Yes.
he would have direct control over where they're shooting and calling out shots, helping when needed
Okay, perfect.
between the two. So
Yep. So we are going to add Pizor's dexterity or strength modifier to the roll. Basically, giving that proficiency bonus in a way to the roll of the attack of the ballistas. So he is going to order the firing of 2 ballistas. So on his turn, both ballistas will attack for the ship since he is the gun. Turn around and fire.
Turn around.
I knew you were going to say that.
every now and then you get a little ballista in the face.
Okay, I rolled a 14.
Can we? Oh yeah, we can, huh?
A 17 just hits on one of the ballista. One ballista goes wide, the other one gets dead on, and we need to hit with a... Oh, actually, more than just hits. I didn't read that right. Okay, so we got 3d10 dice here for the damage, and once again on these large structures like the Spelljammers, they have a damage threshold. If I do not break the damage threshold on 3d10, it does no damage. And I just actually break it. I break 15, which was the damage threshold, so it deals 15 points of damage to the oncoming ship.
Do you want me to roll for those ones? To make it a little bit easier? Next time?
Yeah, that probably be nice.
Okay.
I'm going to grab a marker and just write how much damage has been done to each ship so far.
Okay.
So, 1 ballista shot being fired. I guess I should have, before I put any words in your mouth, are you taking hostile actions? Because I did kind of assume you were with the ballista shot, but you definitely didn't have to.
No, I don't think we would have done it yet.
Okay, cool. So they'll hold the action. Cool.
Because they're still 500 feet behind us, so 450, whatever it may be. So yeah, I would think it would be to try to outpace to see first.
Okay, so you're just trying to continue on your course at the current moment. Okay, awesome. Excellent. Then, that ends Pizor's turn if he's holding his action. We'll go to Carson's action. As the captain, you can take one of your captain actions.
I will send him, or I'll just yell out to Zage initially. Why can't you jam? Get us out of here.
On it, is this a inspire the crew action by chance?
I guess it could be, huh? Read the window.
So yeah, I would suggest one of those two.
Yeah, it would be inspire the crew.
Okay, yes. So you're inspiring him to action by yelling at him. I will have you go ahead and roll a d20 for me. That d20 is going to be either a persuasion, performance, or intimidation check.
All plus 0.
I would say probably intimidation if I was just going to assign a random one to that.
Or you let me do, well, it wouldn't be strength based on visual, but it's 18 still.
18, that's actually pretty good.
Plus zeros.
Okay. So that means Zage gains a d8 of support dice for any of his actions that he would be performing, which is essentially like the maneuvering checks to pilot himself away.
Okay.
That would be your action if there's any movement or anything bonus action wise you wanted to take care of.
No, because I probably don't want to get on the signal deck.
Okay.
And put myself at home. So at this point, he's up here with the automatons.
Yep.
No, I'll stay there. So I'm kind of still centralized.
Staying where you're at, absolutely. The Gith Yankee ship. I just why did I?
Classic Logan. If you know, you know, guys. Logan has always been one to accidentally say certain things.
Always. I
And
can't
I had
keep
no
a secret
idea.
if it was gonna kill me. Couldn't keep the secret.
No, couldn't keep it.
Okay.
You're dead.
Whoopsie
You're
doodles. Anyways, the jammers are gonna need to do contested pilot checks. So for the pilot checks, basically, each of the individual pilots of the of the vessels would make contested D20 rolls plus their intelligence modifier, as that's their jam, or not just their intelligence modifier, it'd be their spellcasting modifier, plus their proficiency bonus if they have the proficiency in water vehicles. Both of them would. Pilot checks have a -1 penalty for every 30 feet rounded down of the ship. Could you tell me the length of your ship?
The keel?
Yes.
140.
140, okay. So that would be -4 to the pilot checks for the Starhammer, which is also the same case for the galleon that is chasing you down. If I could have you roll a D20 for me.
That's a missed box.
And then roll a D8 as well to add to whatever that dice is. And then
minus the 4.
Yeah, minus the 4.
No other pluses to it.
It would be your proficiency bonus and a +4. So
My proficiency bonus?
sorry, Pizors, or not Pizors, but
Zages.
Zages, which is actually a +2.
Okay.
So +2 +4. So +6 total from him,
Okay.
a -4 from the ship, so +2.
Would be 22 minus 4, 18.
-4, okay, awesome. The opposing galleon ship that we apparently all know is a Gith Yankee ship.
What?
What? Is you see it trying to gather some arcane wind in its sails, if you so would mention. However, you and your ship have currently maintained that distance, so on a failed maneuvering check, they do not gain anything.
Sweet.
So,
Okay.
essentially, if both Spelljammers have the same movement speed, what is the base movement speed of the Starhammer?
80.
80, okay. On the Starhammer, it's really 80?
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
can I see that?
Yep. You have me cross them out. And you
I
have me
think
put-
I did, yeah.
Yep. Yes, you did, Captain.
That's so funny. Okay, awesome. No,
Hey,
I totally
my
did
boy
that.
Carlisle knows how to hook a guy up.
Yeah,
so.
absolutely. Okay. So at that point, actually, they would have to succeed on a maneuver check just to keep up with you guys. So you are automatically outpacing them at twice their rate. So you can easily start to run away from this encounter, which you would start to get the gist of. As they're trying to catch up, but not making any headway at all. The several Gith you see on the deck of the ship, there are several of these kind of like sallow, taut-skinned individuals all standing on the deck, manning ballistas, looking menacing, hostile actions towards you guys. And at the same time, they would also have their ballista actions back. Which this is disadvantage because they are so far away. Okay. And everything misses with them, so they do not have any shots there. Going through all of their turn, coming to Zage. Zage is able to take any one of his piloting actions. So piloting actions range from using a helm spell to trying to make a pilot check to evade. Let's see. What was the other ones?
Ram
So
or
it's
hold
basically
steady.
magic, maneuver, or ram or hold steady. So if you're trying to attack a different ship, you would hold steady. That would give you advantage on all your attacks, but also give them advantage against you because you're basically like...
So what do you do if you want to keep running?
At that point, you guys would do a maneuver check. The maneuvering is basically you can move one speed closer or one speed further away based upon a successful roll against the
Okay.
opposed check.
But I gained 80 feet on them earlier, right? 'Cause they
No,
failed.
basically they didn't gain any speed on you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we would try to maneuver them.
Yes, so first off, because your speed is higher than theirs, you guys would already start to outpace them.
Yeah.
So you are automatically another 40 feet ahead of them for half your movement speed, because you're basically twice their movement speed. So if we're moving 50 foot a square, I'm just going to move you forward one. It's a lot easier to handle.
Sure. Yeah, so we just maneuver.
Okay, awesome. I'll have you roll a d20 for me.
Zage
and
is trying to get us out of here.
then you do not have any more d8s to add to that one. So.
I do not.
Yep. Nope.
And I had the plus 11 still?
It would be...
Or not a plus 11, but the 4. So I had the 6.
Correct.
2 and the 4.
Yes.
22.
Okay, awesome. I rolled a 3. So the Star Hammer is able to make another 100 feet away. So currently outpacing the ship far and above. At that point, you were also out of the range of the ballista. Let me check the range on the mangonel. No, you're still within the range of the mangonel. Awesome. Top of the round comes back to Pizor. Pizor is manning your guys' ballista, which are, again, out of range. So nothing to do there other than holding an action. Yep. Awesome. Carson, not top of the round, but over to you, sir.
I inspired the crew again. I said, I'll go, Zage, I said, get us out of here. This is not an opportune position to be attacked from.
I honestly thought I was making some progress, but I
Jam.
can find... Okay!
Jam!
Jamming!
And I will have you roll a intimidation, persuasion, or performance check, whichever you prefer.
9.
A 9. A 9 equates to a support dice of a d6.
Okay.
So on his next check, he can add a d6 to that roll.
Okay.
Awesome. That was your action. It is actually to the ship that is chasing you. They're going to make a contested pilot's check to try to catch up, so they are trying to maneuver. You have the -4 plus 6, so for a +2, I have a -4. I rolled a 15. And you also have your d6 to add, yes.
Phenomenal.
Really?
What would be a 31 down to a 27. I rolled a 19 and a 6.
Golly, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys far and exceed, once again outpacing, you're moving another 50 foot.
I start playing the organ.
So you guys you have gained essentially 200 feet at the current moment. You are outpacing them far and above. In one successful maneuver from the Star Hammer would fully outrange you from their weaponry, because you can tell, like, from the last mangonel shot, it's kind of getting at its maximum range. So once you guys escape their maximum range, that's when we would give you guys a successful escape from this combat.
Okay.
So basically, you guys just need to move another 100 feet. Which would be your contested check at that point. Or 2 failures on their part. Okay. Their failure, you see a bunch of frustrated pirates shaking weapons at you, yelling, and generally, full-on Tusken Raiders on the side, yelling at you. Over to Zage. It is going to be his turn to do whatever the captain wishes.
He running,
okay. I will have you make a d20 pilot check.
That is just a beautiful cocked position. It is literally on 4 sides.
It truly is. Yep, I see it.
That's crazy.
You're going to love what I rolled.
7 plus 6. Wait, it's just 7 plus 2, 9.
I got a flat 0. So
we're gone then.
You are gone. As you guys get just outside of the radius of their weapons, you can feel the jammer beneath you starting to pick up speed. You well know whenever there's anything within a few miles of your guys' radius, that limits the actual speed of the jamming helm itself. So you guys are distancing yourself further and further away. Not quite to jamming speed yet, but you're getting there. But with that successful check, you guys have successfully evaded your first wild space encounter
See a wild space.
Some unknown, hostile, totally not Githyanki entities.
A what? Never heard of her.
So I'd like to congratulate you on your successful escape.
Thank you.
With that in
I'll
mind,
write about it in my journal.
you guys jam on, kind of with a breath of relief.
I go straight to the helm.
Okay, straight to the helm.
I know you're out there. Come in.
What was that?
I don't know.
Who was that?
I've never
I don't
seen,
recognize those ships at all.
I've never seen that ship before either.
Their skin color was pale, greenish. Really
Yeah,
thin creatures. I don't recognize them whatsoever.
I couldn't see that far, but
Why
I have
did we?
no
Why
idea.
did we stop jamming? I thought it was only if something was in front of us.
If they intercept your path, then they can stop your jamming.
So they could see us jamming?
They might have seen us exit the fields and then interrupted us or something. We didn't make it far.
No. Goodness.
So there's people out here. There's more than just...
They were
Oh,
on the outskirts of home.
and they just attacked us on sight, too.
Yeah.
Good to know. Okay, well,
They really attacked us.
that was fun.
I mean, good on you. You did fine. Better than fine. You did great. I mean, you got us out of the situation very quickly. I'm just flustered. I thought we would be able to, jam away.
Just because you're flustered doesn't mean you had to yell at me. I was motivated, certainly, to get
My
out
blood
of there,
pressure's
but
quite high.
maybe ask nicely. It
You
might
see a
work
giant
better.
rock that barely missed me?
I heard it, yes.
Good. We can change positions next time.
These old bones are not fit for combat.
Oh, that's fair.
So, if it's okay with you, I
It's
think it's
perfect.
better we keep how it is.
No, you're fine. Just giving you a hard time. Yeah, that was just... I'm just at a loss of words.
Terrifying?
Yeah.
Yeah, this, space is changing.
Drastically.
Yes. It's not just an easy fishing vessel anymore.
No, in those last 200 days, I feel like we've really gotten out of touch.
Yeah.
I've hardly swung a weapon or done much, but that was kind of eye-opening.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
But we're jamming now.
we're in open space, so
Okay.
hopefully nothing.
Right.
Keep an eye out, I suppose.
I'll do the best that
Ready
I possibly
whenever.
can.
Whenever it comes time to resting, I was gonna just try to tuck back in into the asteroid field this evening and just kind of find something to orbit, someplace to tuck away.
Yeah, we might need to push on just for a little bit.
A little
Extra.
bit, okay. Yes,
I mean, extra. I mean, just to really give ourselves space.
like to a point of exhaustion. Is that what you're suggesting?
Not quite, but I mean, just a good long day of travel that we don't just stop when we're, you're gonna have to get tired a little bit.
Okay.
All right.
Would you roll a performance persuasion check, whichever one? I know they're both 0,
Yeah.
so I don't think it truly matters. But take this as a moment of like inspiration in a
11.
way. Okay. He's like, I'll do the best I can.
I know you will. I know you will. I just feel like it's probably smart for us to put some distance between them in case they're trying to tail us.
Of course.
All right. Good job.
Thank you for getting us out of there.
That was all you. And I'm walking out the door.
Okay. For the rest of your guys' day, you guys, for the first couple hours, you're kind of on edge. Not sure if another attack would be coming, if they can possibly catch up to you or anything. So you full on jam sprint out of that sector, through open wild space, and have an uninterrupted flight for the rest of the day. You guys make it, let me see about how far you would make it. Be doing some quick math here.
Quick math.
See where you guys end up at.
Any reverse math in there?
Reverse math. That's called subtraction. Yeah.
For those that know, they know.
Okay. You have found yourself in an asteroid, like as you tuck yourself back into the asteroid belt to find shelter for the evening. You guys are scanning for anything large enough that can maintain your orbit, and ideally, best case scenario, refresh your air bubble, which would mean a pretty large asteroid in that case. kind of searching through everything, I will have you roll for me another D100.
Another D100.
Another D100.
You say. 56.
56. Okay, awesome.
56.
You guys have a well-earned and very relaxing night. You find yourselves amidst asteroids that have kind of fallen to like a paler brown color, as opposed to many of the other asteroids you found that just have a very rocky surface. These ones have kind of like a sandy appearance. And as you guys are drifting around a couple of like clusters of asteroids that get a little bit thicker, you can see kind of like off in the distance where there are a couple of asteroids clustered together, there's kind of like this sandstorm atmosphere that kind of like drifts between all of the planets and just kind of like sustains this odd barren ecosystem out here. Very desert-like in its appearance. But other than that, nothing happens to you over the night, whether you guys wish to keep watch or not.
I would say at that point, that kind of said it.
The automatons can definitely basically be like a rotating shift of guards.
Yeah, then that's what we can do.
Like 2 at a time would more than cover a long rest, and they can kind of keep like a full 360-degree range. They would be your early warning system. But, and I guess that's probably the way we'll handle it going forward. So we'll just know, like, if you ever go to bed, unless you do not take off your armor, you'd have to specify you do not take it off. Because otherwise we'd assume you would.
Yeah.
Because then...
My armor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, sweet. Just letting you know if you get woken up in the middle of the night.
Oh, no, you've already done it once, so...
Yes. I do remember that now. Yeah.
That was the fight that I referenced.
The fight?
Where that you rolled, like, absolute crud.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, back on the original Grey Grim Island encounter. Yeah.
The old Grey Grim.
Check out episode 3, Grey Grim Island, if you haven't already seen it. I don't know what you're doing here.
Facts. Why are you on episode 22, guys?
You guys
Who
wake
starts at 22?
to a welcoming breakfast smell kind of like permeating throughout the cabin.
I can really smell it.
You, as you walk into the mess hall, you see Brish just kind of like setting plates, and he's like, "Oh, good morning, Commander Carson. I prepared you a wonderful breakfast here today. I made a sourdough loaf with a couple of like, I had a little bit of that ectoplasm jelly left, so I actually toasted it and made it into a compo, and then made it with like a little bit of like a bacon jam on top, so it's like a bacon ectoplasm jam sandwich, I guess is what you would call it. I hope you like it. Thank you."
Lovely. Is there any other breakfast food, though? I mean, sandwiches are great, but...
Oh, I was thinking, yeah, I'll make something else, okay?
Okay, thanks.
More than just sandwich. Sorry.
No, it's...
Sorry, Commander.
It's fine. Take a deep breath if you need one. I just meant some eggs or just even the bacon by itself.
Oh, you don't...
Oh, I'm going to eat this, but, a sandwich is great for lunch.
Well, like a breakfast sandwich, just eat it on the go, because, like, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. You can't miss that, but, like, sometimes you don't have time between, like, fighting off R2 and whatever, so I figured, like, jam on, here's a sandwich in your hand, a jamwich. Oh, ectoplasm jamwich.
That's some pretty good branding.
Yeah.
Yeah. A jamwich.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to be writing that one down.
British jamwiches.
Tomorrow's menu. Wait, no, just sandwiches. Oh, dang it. Anyways.
No, I mean, sandwiches are fine. Just not for every meal.
Oh, yeah. No, I know that.
Okay.
Not for every meal.
Okay.
Actually, I'm just really good at them.
Yeah, no, you are quite well. And this sourdough is quite phenomenal.
Thanks. I was fermenting that for a while. Like 220 days.
Oh, you started this before we had started the transition.
Yeah, I actually had to take it from my apartment when we left.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's quite a bit of time.
So the jar next to the ectoplasm jelly,
Right.
It's bubbling, but not as much as the ectoplasm jelly is. I think both might be alive, but the sourdough should be doing that. I don't know about the ectoplasm jelly. We're gonna find out about that one later.
Okay. I mean, I think it goes without question that don't jeopardize the ship's safety or health in any way.
Oh, the moment it starts talking back to me is when I'll let you know.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And that, when you let me know, that means you've already taken care of it then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Thanks, Commander Carson. I'll be getting ready for lunch.
Thank you.
No sandwiches.
Thank you, Master Chef. Brish.
Okay. You guys have your breakfast. If there's anything you would like to discuss on your first journey out here, making this the 4th of Charstill.
No, I don't think there's not currently. So.
Okay. Just jotting down the date so I don't lose it. Okay, awesome. You guys jam on throughout the Terran fields. Continuing on, you are sailing through this kind of like deserty terrain where the asteroids are fairly sparse, and getting into an area where they are quite a bit more dense. Like you actually run into a cluster of asteroids and have to readjust your course further up and out just to avoid the Terran fields themselves. And that little glimpse you got into the sector that you're traversing now is more of that desert aspect. If you remember when you first visited Grey Grim Island and it was kind of like this little floating ecosystem, like this ocean ecosystem, you've come across a sparsely populated desert-like ecosystem with these small, like shrubby plants that grow up on the surfaces of some of them. Every now and then, if you stare closely at an asteroid, you can kind of see the surface of the asteroid quaking along. There are sandstorms that kind of flit in between the asteroids themselves and just maintain this small little ecosystem out here among the Terran fields. I'll have you roll another D100 for me.
Oof. 28.
A 28.
Vastly different numbers.
Okay.
At some point I would find Zage and say, do you have the foggiest idea of how long this may take? With
well,
referencing to the...
Commander, why don't we pop out the orrery and do a little bit of navigation check?
I brought it right here with me.
Awesome.
That's what I was thinking.
And your navigator's tools?
Yes, I have them always.
Okay, if you wouldn't mind rolling a D20 for me.
Oh, love to. Just straight roll?
Yeah, if you would like to make a tools check with your navigator's tools, which would give you your tools check would be dexterity. I would truthfully allow for your intelligence modifier if that's what you would prefer. That simply makes sense for navigator's tools. And then your proficiency bonus added to that.
So 12 plus 3 plus 2, so 17.
12 plus 3 plus 2, 17. Okay, awesome. Let me find where I was at. You said you rolled a 28, right? Or something like that. It was in the 20s.
For
the D100.
28, yes.
Okay, yes. That is what I
Are you still
thought.
looking
Yes. You guys actually, as you are jamming along, you are abruptly interrupted just like that as you jam out into like a whoosh and suck out of jamming speed. You find yourselves in an odd cluster of asteroids that look like they've been thrust out from the Terran fields themselves, and they completely interrupt and bar your path. I would like you to make 3 D20 rolls as piloting checks for Zage himself. So that would be proficiency bonus of a +2, plus your intelligence modifier of a +4. So you're basically doing maneuver checks to through this small patch of asteroids that have impeded your guys' path.
Alright, Zage. Seems kind of odd, but get us through it. You'll be fine. First one, 12. Just all 3 of them?
Yeah. Sorry.
Second one. Oh, it was on 19, then it rolled to a 3. 9 plus 6, 9. So 12, then 9. Come on. Bring it home. 18 plus 6, 24. There
Okay.
you go.
The first two are a fail. So as soon as you guys exit out of the jamming speed, you see one large asteroid that is immediately in your guys' path. He goes to make a turn just to get away from it, and is not quite quick enough, and impacts into the side of the Star Hammer. I will have you roll me. I have that written down right here.
Zage, are you alright in there? What's going on? You just...
My head. Oh, goodness, that did not feel good.
No, there's a pretty good gash on the side of the ship there now.
Every 30 feet rounded down. I would have you roll me 8d10.
I'm sorry?
Would you like some d10? I actually... Oh, wait, hold on.
You said
Don't roll anything.
8?
8d10. I have 8d10 in a jar, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's more than 8. That's 10. Eight D10, my dude.
Should we do a double check here,
Whoopsies.
guys? That's 8. Alright. There's some D100s in here, I'll tell you, but...
That's a saving. It's a D10. Come on.
Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Where is the mediocrity in these rolls? It doesn't exist. Good gravy. 2 1s, albeit. But then I have a 9, 8, 7, 7, 7, 6.
Oh
Okay.
my goodness.
So we'll go 21, 30, 38. Geez Louise, 44, 46.
46. Okay. The
But
Star Hammer.
I take 1/10 damage, right?
1/10
Yeah.
damage for...
It's the Star Hammer.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Absolutely. You said 46?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So 4.6 rounded
44
down.
points.
So
No. 46 points of bludgeoning damage as the Star Hammer tries to bank around the first asteroid. It slams straight into the side, knocking you guys off balance.
Do this again, aren't I?
You immediately hear Zade, "Oh, my head! Oh, goodness! Oh, another!" Yeah, and then he goes to... He goes to swing out of the way, impacting straight into another one. So I'll have you roll another 8d10.
This isn't good because the Star Hammer only has 150 HP.
150.
Which doesn't make sense because we...
I don't know if that's... I'm pretty sure that's not the Star Hammers.
This is the sheet that you'd given me.
Yeah,
But it doesn't make sense.
I modified that
Because,
for...
yeah, because when I look at the cargo, it only can fit 10 tons. And I was
Yeah.
like, that doesn't make sense. Okay.
I wonder if that's from the Bone Hoarder. That's the only thing I can remember.
Very well could be.
I think it is, because I remember it being wicked fast.
Wicked fast. That is true.
Because the Star Hammer was not fast, it was just bigger. That's why when you said 80 feet, I was like, I mean, if I wrote it down, sure, but I'm pretty sure, like, I'm almost 97% positive sure.
You tell me there's a 3% chance.
There is a 3% chance. There is a chance.
A
But
3% chance.
I think that's from the Bone Hoarder.
This is much better. Okay. 10, 20. Not much better. 37 still.
37, okay. So 46 plus 37, that would be
84.
83, I thought.
83.
Okay.
Sorry, I said... No, 36 plus 46?
46 plus 37.
Oh, I said 37,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that'd be 83.
83.
Okay. 83 points of damage.
Big yikes.
You guys smash into another asteroid, and Zage yells out, and you can hear the pain in his voice, and he's like, "Hold on! Getting out of here!" And he and blasts you guys straight through and out, far away from this random patch of asteroids.
Zage, we're gonna have to find somewhere to try to patch some of this up.
We'll pull in somewhere safe tonight. But for now, I think I want to get a little bit further away from these Terran fields.
I don't disagree with that. On your go, then.
Okay. So he flies a little bit higher and away, continuing on the path. Again, you guys' day goes unabated aside from that first initial impact of these asteroids. You stop. Let's see, where are you at now? That's the wrong one. Okay. You find yourself, as you guys stop jamming for the evening, you find yourself in this asteroid field that is full of asteroids that are very small in comparison to what you've typically been running into. Like, we're talking like, if the typical asteroid you could actually land on, these are all more like pebble-sized. But almost every single one of them is completely carpeted in this vibrant green grass. And it is just an entire field of smaller asteroids, like an entire plain of grass. And as you're kind of like sitting there marveling at this weird, again, a small ecosystem amongst these Terran fields, you are poised, looking for a place to rest for the evening and make repairs to the Star Hammer, and kind of like bouncing between these small little asteroids and munching on patches of grass. You see these weird kind of like cattle creature, like they're bovine in shape. They're very large for all intents and purposes, like minivan-ish sized, and they're kind of just like jumping between all the different asteroids. But other than that, there's nothing around you that signifies any sorts of danger. So you guys find a place to rest, finding a larger asteroid somewhere nearby, where you guys can possibly make some repairs to the Star Hammer.
Okay. For repairs, the bosun underneath at least the combat rules can do 1d4.
Yes, using repair supplies. So the repair supplies are, I had a monetary value to them. Let's see, 2 gold pieces per use, essentially. So you guys would have I would say about like a 50 gold piece stock of just repair supplies.
Okay.
And that's kind of like as a bare minimum when you guys leave dock.
Sure.
You
That
can
makes
always
sense.
gather more repair supplies based upon like wreckages or any raw materials that you guys do find. So if there's ever a time where you're like, hey, is this something that could replenish?
Got it.
It's kind of like basic supplies that you could think of, canvas, wood, metal, the like. But you have 50 gold pieces worth of repair supplies, and for 2 gold pieces each, you can heal 1d4.
Okay, so technically, how many do you think I could do in one night? Reasonably so, not just
Reasonably, yes,
pushing
absolutely.
to exhaustion.
I would say it would take.
Like myself, Pizor, I called Brish to come help. Zage come help, for at a point where we can freefall, or the automatons. Zage needs to stay spelljamming, or the automatons helping pass tools and all hands on deck.
Worst part is, like, verbiage-wise, I gave it as an action to apply repair supplies as kind of like an emergency band-aid.
Sure.
And I'm sitting
So
there
now
like,
if we take time to do it, so what can we do in like 4 hours?
4 hours.
You could do like 4 or 5 rolls an hour if we're taking our time to do it accurately and like.
Yeah. If you are taking your time to do it accurately, yes, I would say absolutely 5 rolls per hour. So we'll do a total of 20 d4, which sounds incredibly taxing. Reroll any ones since you are taking the time.
Okay.
Would you like assistance in rolling d4s?
Yeah,
Or
how many
do
do
you just
you
want me
have?
to capture? Dude, let me
I've got
dice
5.
goblin you. You start rolling.
I just say
I'll find
I'll be
more.
able to get these pretty quickly. This is 5. We're just doing 20, right?
Yep.
Oh, that was huge.
Here's 5 more.
16. That's 20. That might just be too much, to be honest with you.
What's up?
It might be too much, to be honest with you, when I have to reroll. When I get to reroll ones.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, you took your time on them, so I thoroughly believe if you can take an action to repair a
20,
D4,
30.
take your time.
35.
You basically got advantage on the roll.
Well, that'd be 36. And I'll keep that 1 since I rolled it twice. 36. That's half of it. I'm close.
Yeah, absolutely. 36.
Oh wow. 40, 48, 54.
One more handful.
Yep. 54, 60, and an even 70.
And even 70 points.
Even
Wow, awesome.
70.
Okay.
That's huge.
Leaving the Star Hammer with only damage worth 13 hit points.
It just looked like we've seen a little bit of something, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
I definitely, like, that night at dinner, like, I tell Brish to break out, like, some good dessert. You know,
Yeah.
like, I'm like, hey, break, and I bust out, like, a good bottle of whiskey that I had gotten.
A
long
fine
time ago.
vintage to match this
But I just,
creme brulee banana pudding.
as we're sitting there, I go, hey,
Yeah, what's up, Commander Carson?
man, that was a great effort by all of us. I just want to make sure that you all understand. If we can continue to work like a team, like we just did this evening, we'll be doing all right. Good job, Gamin. Great job.
You're doing really good. I think you taught me so much. Thank you so much, Commander Carson.
Well, I mean, you can stop calling me Commander Carson. Just call me Carson, please.
Okay, Commander
That's fine too. It's okay.
Carson.
Just don't treat it like a weird title thing. Commander's fine. I've gone by it long enough now.
Okay, you're just so intimidating on the ship. I'm not gonna lie.
Please don't. It's fine. You're making this weird.
You're making it weird, dude.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'll be downstairs.
I'll just start calling you MC.
Huh?
Master Chef.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Master
should put 2 pieces of bread on either side of your ear when you go back there the next time you think about making me a sandwich.
Oh, I'd be one big sandwich. I like that. Yeah.
One big
One big British sandwich.
one big British sandwich. No, but I said this at the dinner when we were all eating.
Okay. Yeah.
I said that, and I was just telling everybody, you know, great job
Yeah.
coming
absolutely.
together and
Okay.
fixing the ship after getting mollywopped by some rocks.
Zage, after everybody is kind of like dispersed for the evening, Zage pulls you aside and he says, Carson, I've always had my doubts. I didn't know if, truthfully, if Carlisle was making the right decision in giving this ship to you. You're totally inexperienced for what you're doing,
Absolutely.
but you're doing a bang-up job. And as much as you can commend everybody else, you're leading from the front lines, and it's making all the difference.
Well, I learned from the best.
Yeah, you did.
I still don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just doing my best to figure it out every day, just as Carlisle would like for me to do.
Most importantly, you're honoring his memory,
Right.
and I cannot thank you enough for that.
And we both are.
Good night, Carson.
Good night, Zage.
Okay. Ending that, there is another evening of uneventfulness.
I'm gonna
Set up a
I'm gonna
watch.
go cow tipping.
Cow tipping, absolutely. Yeah, you see a couple that are just sleeping out in the pasture, just waiting to be pushed over. Okay. Waking up in the morning, you have. Oh my goodness, you did a roll a while ago about how long it would take to get out of here, didn't you? I had you roll a navigator's check. You had the orrery out and everything. And you
I don't
didn't
think
roll.
I never rolled.
You didn't. Okay. Would you like to retroactively, or
I did roll. Because I said +5. I said +3, +2. Because I know I rolled now. Now I don't. It was decent.
that's what I thought. I
It
was like,
wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I know it was over 15.
I
Like it was a
thought
good
it was like
roll.
17 or so. It was in the teens. You just re-rolling it.
2.
2. Okay.
So 7.
Um,
I'm gonna watch
Watch
this.
this back. I'm gonna be so sad.
when you rolled like a 19 or something. Yeah. No. So
We're
you
hard
are.
feelings against him for this. Write this in my personal journal tonight.
You're kind of checking into the orrery, and it doesn't show like asteroid level detail. Like from the projection that it creates, you cannot see the small ecosystems that develop throughout here. So like,
Sure.
you can't find that little desert pocket or specific that. Sorry, I got the hiccups. That one cluster of trees that shroud the temple, you cannot find that, but you're able to scan it and tell that you are roughly about like one more day away.
Okay.
Yeah, from the beginning of that rough area of
Sure.
where you think you're like basically like.
We're not far away.
Yeah,
That's
one
the-
more day of travel to where you actually have to start searching. Like
Yeah.
truly searching, not just like we're flying straight there.
Right.
You know, based upon that terrain there, somewhere within the day.
Okay.
Okay. So, after having another long rest, that would mark the second day that you've traveled through here, correct?
Correct.
So we're on. That would have been the 5th. So you wake up on the 6th of Chorsdale. I will have you make another D100 check. D100 check, D100 roll.
54.
A 54. Okay, awesome. You guys have a wonderfully eventful day of absolutely nothing as you're sailing through wild space completely uninterrupted for the full extent of the traveling day. Is there anything you would like specifically to get done? Anything you want to work on the crew with, work on personally, work towards something? Because I would consider this like a full day of downtime. Really take off anything you're trying to accomplish.
No, I mean I think I would just really maintain like there's a little bit of nervousness there for Carson. Like now we're not just being a bus anymore, like we've been for the last 200 days.
Yeah.
And some crap has happened in the last few days. Now all of a sudden, like we're thrown back into the fire. So he's kind of like this nervousness. So I think he kind of really just focuses in and spends a little time by himself, but making sure that he's like, I'm really working with as I've been working with my cartography tools. I'm working with the Ori and then checking the maps and trying to like really pinpoint where we're at, where we're going.
Absolutely.
Kind of meticulously to a certain aspect.
Okay.
So
And in this kind of like lull period of easy travel, Zage and Pizor have kind of been like switching off because Pizor is looking to get more experience behind the helm. So while that is happening, Zage is kind of like off tinkering with he's just kind of like off tinkering the entire day. He actually asks you if he could borrow your armor for a slight tweak.
Sure.
Okay.
Well, I guess
You have plate armor. Oh my gosh, we haven't touched over that. Yeah.
No, we would have picked up. We would have picked that up after the king's.
Oh yeah, I can't
escort.
believe we totally missed it. You came back by. I mean, like, I wasn't even here because I literally went over to New Torvengard to cheer you on, but my apprentices prepared this armor for you, and they're ready to receive it. You look great in it, mate. Is what he would say on your return trip to New Torvengard on the second trip, right? Because that's when you got the plate. So yes, you got some really cool plate armor with some cute little orange highlights.
Hey, I don't like the way you said that.
Over the course of the day, Zage enchants your armor and infuses it as armor of magical strength. You have six charges. Whenever you make a strength check or a strength saving throw, you can expend 1 charge to add the bonus to the roll equal to your intelligence modifier. As a reaction, if you are knocked prone, you can spend 1 charge to not be knocked prone. You regain 1d6 charges that day.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is it? Is it an item?
It's an infusion. I don't know if it's a true item. It's armor of magical strength. If it's not, it would be pretty easy to make it as an item. I truly don't think it is.
It's like it's a artificer's.
Yeah, it's an artificer infusion, so. Over the course of your day of nothing, you guys are able to make quite a bit of travel. Passing over this kind of like grassland area, you start to see asteroids that cluster together in small forests. Every now and then, as you guys are jamming, you catch a glimpse. I kind of imagine it as like as fast as you were jamming along, it's kind of like staring out the window along the highway, where you can pinpoint features in the geography. And you kind of like look out and you see winding through several of the asteroids is a stream of water that just kind of like originates from behind one asteroid and snakes between several of them in like this giant cluster. And you can see gathering around this stream is all sorts of different creatures that would inhabit like a forest. So you would see kind of like more bovine creatures of like a graceful type, like something very similar to an elk, although it has kind of like this faint dust that trickles beneath its hooves whenever it walks between the asteroids and the stream itself, almost as if it can fly. And you see all these small, bizarre, harmless forest creatures. Other than that, you guys finally make it to a very heavily forested portion of the Terran fields. You start to make sense of the vision that you had shared with Ogre when you were kind of blasted through all these sectors. You know that this sector that you are currently searching in, somewhere within there, is this stone temple. Where it is, you're not 100% sure, but you've officially arrived.
Okay.
That is where, again, we'll kind of mark it as another long rest as you guys find yourselves resting amidst asteroids that are heavily clustered in dense forests. I'm going to have you roll a D100.
Okay.
Another one.
Another one. Roll up my finger. Come on. 65.
65.
Going up a little bit every time.
Ooh, very interesting. I'm excited about this. You guys spend the evening kind of like scoping out this newly arrived sector. Almost like little, in my mind, I just think of like popcorn. Like the 3D movie animations of like popcorn flying through. That one individual kernel is almost what these clusters of asteroids look like. Just a small kernel of entirely green biosphere floating throughout here amidst the Terran fields. You see, as you're kind of like traversing along, there's like boughs of the trees will shake, indicating there's something live on those asteroids. And while you are approaching the asteroids, you can see what looks like vines that stretch between several of them, kind of like stringing them together. And one of the vines kind of like shrinks away and moves over to another asteroid. And you realize that's not a vine at all. That's just one gigantic snake. Like, insanely gigantic snake. Taking a wide berth away from that, you guys are continuing the search and again just trying to find a place to rest for the evening. When you finally spot a large enough asteroid, the worst part about it, the asteroid has something orbiting it. There is 2 ships currently orbiting the asteroid. Smaller in appearance, much smaller than the Starhammer itself. Probably not too much bigger than the Scorpion ships, but very different in appearance. They're kind of like long and sleek. They have these like metal grappling appendages at the front of the mouth, and they look very much what Brandon would know as a lamprey. So it's just this very like long fish-like ship. I can tell you about the dimensions if that would help any.
No, that's I get. It's just a little bit larger than a scorpion ship.
Yes. I would say in relation to the bombards, I could show you how sized those are. I think I got a bombard. Yeah, okay. So, in comparison to the bombards, much smaller.
Okay.
For the people playing along at home, you can see the bombard, the lamprey ship, and you see both of these ships are orbiting. There is some kind of like plank that has been strapped between the two as kind of like a bridge. And they're orbiting one asteroid that you guys kind of had selected as big enough to sustain you, plus refresh your air bubble. They are just kind of like floating around the asteroid, already occupying. That's the word. Yeah, there we go.
Looks like we've got company.
You feel your jammer, the Starhammer, and kind of pause in the air immediately where it's at. And Zage says, "Do I need to find some cover?"
I mean, not currently. It's another ship we don't recognize. Sure, we're about a 90% to 10% foe over friend, I think.
Are you saying good odds of friendship?
No,
or? Okay.
But there's still odds.
Do we approach, or do we find somewhere else to sleep for the night?
They're rather small. We're pretty healthy. Let's see if they're willing to engage in civil conversation. It's worth a shot.
Okay. How do you want to go about that? Approaching with the Starhammer?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Let them know who we are.
Going in slow. And the Starhammer kind of breaks its line of sight that has kind of been half tucked away from the actual asteroid that you guys were approaching with the 2 lamprey ships that are orbiting it. As you guys begin to approach, you can see there's quite a bit of movement aboard the ships. And the gangplank retracts from the 2 of them, and they kind of like both take off from that asteroid and come to meet you out here in like neutral territory from where they were docked. You see as they're flying, oops, I just like bopped my mic. You see as they're flying up to you, they are flying a flag. The flag itself, I totally remember I wrote down what the flag looked like. It came to me earlier. Maybe it'll come back to me of what the flag looked like.
Okay.
But you see a very definitive flag flying from it. It is, whenever I figure out what I had designed for this flag, I'll tell you. And you. Until then, you know that it is not the same emblem you found in the Suran ships, so the symbol around Cognan's neck. That is not the case. It is not that black-sailed kind of ship. It does not look like any kind of Aratuk occupying. Nothing about it is familiar, essentially.
Okay.
So,
I guess I would stand on the front deck as they come to approach us. What do I see on the deck?
yes. It's getting closer and closer, and you do not see anything on the deck. And then, almost like a unified movement, there is several, like 4 on each deck of these creatures that pull up straight to the side of the deck, and you see these strange, like worm-like creatures. They are very tall, like 6 to 7 feet tall. I hate you so much. Disadvantage on everything you do for the rest of this day. They have appendages. They have legs that are holding them up, but otherwise they're just like this gigantic tube worm-like body, humanoid-sized.
Crazy. Okay.
And they come up in kind of like a unified mass onto the top of the deck. And one of them is waving the flag that they actively have.
I just kind of set out a hand, gesturing like hello, I would assume, in most languages, hopefully. Then I say, "We mean you no harm, we come in peace."
Okay. I would like you to make a persuasion check.
Straight roll it is, huh? 14.
14. Okay. You see there is some talking back and forth on the deck as they're getting close enough to you beginning to make out details of the ship themselves. So, these ships, I'll kind of tell you just a little bit about their structure if I can find the right character sheet, just to kind of like let you know if they're made of like metal or whatever the hull is made out of. So they're mostly a wooden ship,
Okay.
but they do have like these massive metallic grappling jaws. Like they look like gigantic enclosures on the front that are specifically made to grapple onto something. I already described the inhabitants themselves. And as you guys get closer and closer, there's one of the ships that kind of like holds off as the other one approaches you and berths up next to the Starhammer. And then this gangplank kind of like rises up and falls onto the deck of the Starhammer.
I go to the precipice of the gangplank. Don't step on it, but I am the force stopping you from going further.
Okay. As you walk up there, more like rising from the side of the ship opposite of you, is one of these bizarre worm-like creatures, massive in size. Like they are taller than you, kind of like disgusting looking. They do not have any eyes. They're just simply a mouth on the end of this tube-like body. They wear these robes that all bear the same emblem that the flag bears. Again, I'll tell you what that is when I remember it, because it actually had some significance. I just, you know, he gone. As you're standing there, it kind of like rises up, and it says to you, in your head, not out loud, a voice that rings out in your head almost as if Zage is talking to you, and so it throws you for a loop for a second. This voice speaks out, and it says, "We have found you drifting out here amongst space. State your business, and if you have any proof of documentation, provide it now."
And who's asking me?
The Surlon Inquisition. Who are you?
The Surlon?
The Surlon.
You have to refresh me.
Yes. Go
Because
ahead.
in real, well, I
Yep.
guess it's been 200.
I was
But the
hoping the gears would turn.
The Surlon, I've heard of from the Artuks.
Correct. Yes.
That's they're opposing. Worms eat bushes.
Worms eat bushes, is that
Yeah.
what you said?
Arctic just feels like a hedge, you know.
They are plant-like.
And we're still completely within my sphere, which is no in Sector Z.
So you passed Sector Z.
Okay.
Like you've
Not
gone.
by too far though, right?
You've almost made it the entire. Like you pretty much made it all the way to this sector. You know, traversing 3 days through would be like a fifth of the entirety of the Terran fields. So you've made it a good portion
Okay.
through the Terran fields.
That's fair enough. I say. I'm Commander Carson of the Starhammer. That is my credentials.
Commander Carson of the Starhammer, do you have any documentation of your citizenship?
To what regard?
Are you from this sphere?
Yes. Are you?
No, I am not. Would you like to parley?
Of course. I mean you no harm. But you asked me for citizenship, and you're not even from here.
Of course.
Who are you to police all wild space?
The Solon Inquisition. It is our job to police these spheres.
We've never seen you before.
And you wouldn't. Step aboard.
Ominous. Pizor,
Yes, Carson.
you with me?
Of course, right behind you.
Yeah.
You hear Zage quickly say, "Are you taking any automatons? Please. Please do."
No. Have them ready. All 6 of them
Okay, Commander.
on the ballista.
Understood. And you see the automatons kind of like roll up from below deck, and they don't man the ballista. They're not
Right.
pointing them,
No.
but
they're just
they
standing
ready
up there.
themselves
Yes.
near. Yes, of course.
And all into the ship.
Okay, you pass on to the Sirlon ship. Awesome. He leads you over, and you hear kind of like this scuttling.
May I roll an insight check first?
Yeah, absolutely. Please roll an insight check.
Then what I'm looking for
Yep.
is the overall vibe that I'm getting. Am I getting a deceitful vibe, or am I getting honest? Is what I'm asking. Just in
Okay.
general, from our interaction so far.
Yeah.
If I may be so inclined.
Yes. You are looking to see...
8.
Awesome. I will go ahead and roll a contested perception, or persuasion, or deception check. And you were looking to gain what kind of information?
I just want the overall feeling that I'm getting from it. I mean, if he's being deceitful or if he's being honest, just from our engagement so far.
What you know is there has been no hostile actions taken.
Okay.
They have invited you onto their ship under the pretenses of a parley, which you would know is a peaceful negotiation.
Okay. Very good.
There is a scuttling on ship, and emerging from below this ship, below deck, there are more of these same creatures. Their robes are a little bit different. In the adornment, they don't look as nice. They don't have quite they don't have as much gilding as this one. So it's just kind of like a base robe, as opposed to the one that you're speaking of has kind of like gold trim that adorns all of it. There are tables and chairs that are brought out, and you guys are sat down in front of this Sirlon, who kind of it doesn't have eyes, so it doesn't stare at you, but you can kind of feel its just mouth is wide open. You're just looking into a gaping black hole. You feel this pressure in your head, as if it is just waiting for you. Like the communication line is open, but it's not saying anything.
So, what brings you to our sphere?
We have come to your sphere to do mandatory policing on behalf of the mind flayers, on behalf of the illithid. They would not call them the mind flayers. I would like to backtrack
that's
that.
fair.
They would specifically call them the illithid.
Sure.
What is it you are doing here in your sphere?
We live.
Live here. So you are a local,
Yes.
and you have not been registered with any system.
If there was one, I don't think anybody here would ever know it.
Would you like to be registered for a system, for citizenship?
What benefit does that offer?
It allows the illithid to know that you have sworn to their overarching rule, and that you are not going to make any kind of hostile actions towards them or the interstellar high table.
I mean, we've operated so long without one, I don't think I'm the right person to make that assessment. I'm just a mere transporter of sorts.
So you belong to no factions here within your sphere?
There's people,
People,
but I'm just a transporter. I just transport goods.
would you mind if we asked you some questions?
Please. I'm
We-
all ears.
We are here on a manhunt, I suppose you could call it. We seek out one Paulus Vespilio. Ah, man, I'm gonna mess up my own name. Paulus Pompeius Vespilio. We're on the search of one Paulus Pompeius Vespilio, a Mercane fugitive hiding somewhere within this sphere.
Okay. So let's write that. Paulus.
Yep, Paulus.
Paulus.
Yep,
Pompeius.
Pompeius.
Yes.
Vespilio. Vespilio.
Okay. And you said something Mercury.
He's a Mercane
Mercane.
fugitive.
May I be indulged? What is a Mercane fugitive?
The Mercane fugitive, well, all Mercane are not fugitives. Some of them actually do partake in seats for the interstellar high table. But this Mercane in particular is a traitor to the interstellar high table and has a warrant out for his arrest for domestic terrorism.
Quite serious charges.
Yes, we believe we have tracked him to this sphere based upon the actions of people that have made themselves known of this sphere. You may have heard of the Ascanari?
I'm afraid not.
So you truly do not belong to any of these factions.
Not anything you've spoken of, no.
Good to know.
What do the Ascanari look like?
The Ascanari are elves that have adapted to life out here within the wild space.
Those words you've used, I don't understand.
They have established themselves in the planet's far reaches from here, way deep in your crystal sphere, so a simpleton like you might not have ever encountered them.
And this Paulus,
Oh yes, public enemy number one.
right, what species are they?
He is a Mercane.
That is a species.
That is a species. Yes, I do apologize. I did
No.
not know your ignorance.
Excuse me. I am a mere simpleton. I know not much.
This is apparent, yes.
Yes. My knowledge far is far outweighed by your intelligence. I apologize.
Well, of course. Your recognition is duly appreciated. one such a devout citizen of this fine sphere, you must have traversed these places quite extensively. Have you ever seen strange alien creatures with 5 arms, an extending head? They call themselves the Artuk.
Now those sound a little familiar.
Is that so?
Yes.
Please go on.
About what?
About the Artuk, please.
Why should they sound familiar?
Do not make this more difficult than it needs to be.
Well, I'm not trying to be difficult. You just asked me if I was familiar. And I said they sounded familiar.
In what way do they sound familiar, sir?
Well, you said I've recognized the 5 fingers with the extendable head.
And where do you recognize them from?
Different tales.
So you've never seen these creatures here?
Off in the distance, I saw something one time. It was dark. It resembled that, but we were always told to stay away, keep our transport ships far, far away.
Would you make a deception check for me?
No. Charisma is my downfall.
They're not great either.
Yeah, but I'm +0 or -1, and I guess that's wisdom, but I always roll so low. 5.
Yeah, 10. Okay.
Do not make me probe further within your mind. I know you are withholding information from me, Carson. Of the Starhammer?
I mean, I don't think that would be necessary or beneficial for either one of us if you were to probe deeper into my mind.
It would be the easiest end to my solutions here.
Yes, but see, then things would get messy, and I don't do well with messy. So.
Well, you would not have to deal with the messy because you would be dead. But do not worry.
Oh,
We do not want to kill you here today.
That's funny you say that, because I don't think that I would die.
Carson Hallobrand of the Starhammer, is that correct?
I think you introduce your last name, right? I'm not like, okay.
I never said last name.
Then they wouldn't say that, sorry.
Carson of... Commander Carson? Did you say Commander at least? Okay. Commander Carson of the Starhammer. Please, do not resist.
Who said he was resisting? You're the one threatening.
I am sorry.
I do not know you. You are not from here. And yet you come here to parley. And yet you speak of these aggressive words.
Well, we are the authority here.
You're not.
We are.
You've never been here before.
We have been in this sphere before. Recently, actually.
You do not control our people.
Until it is proven otherwise, this sphere is up for grabs. There has been a power struggle. There is a power struggle. And at the current moment, it is unclaimed. We are here to make sure that it does not fall into the wrong hands. And if we have to step in, the Illithid will.
Right, but see, that would mean that you control who gets the seat on the intergalactic table.
In a way, we very well can.
But that wouldn't be very, good, democracy.
Oh, it does not need to be a democracy.
Right, so if someone is appointed to this table, it might not be by anything but forced position.
You can have a seat on the interstellar high table, but that does not mean that the Illithid will listen to your concerns. The Illithid are the end-all, be-all.
Well, or would you say that they're higher than the gods?
Oh, yes.
Oh. That's interesting. Because where I come from, we have a very good faith in our gods.
That's interesting. Where I come from, well, we don't need gods. The gods are beneath us.
How presumptuous of yourself.
Not very presumptuous once you've been beyond where you have been. It is hard to wrap your simple mind around, do not worry.
And that could be my own downfall, couldn't it?
It could be.
My brain is so small I just cannot wrap my head around it.
If you apply for citizenship, you can leave this sphere.
Oh. You have to have citizenship in order to leave the sphere.
Oh yes, if you are caught outside of your own sphere without proper paperwork, you can be arrested and detained,
Interesting.
and turned over to the Illithid.
Yeah, that's good to know. Well, if I ever plan on leaving, I will sign up for, what would you call that, a passport?
Citizenship to the Interstellar Republic.
Very well. What were you doing on that planet?
Well, as I've said, we have been in search of a couple of individuals. One being the Artuk that you claim to have seen but do not know anything about, and the other one being Paulus Pompeius Vespilio.
Well, the Arctics were much further back that direction.
Oh, so you have seen this. You would like to cooperate now.
But so that it wasn't before. I told you I had seen them at nighttime.
These Artuk, have you had any interactions with them?
In a dream I thought I had, and my crew couldn't quite remember. But I wasn't sure if it was real or not.
You did not dream of Scalatua, did you?
I have no the foggiest idea what that means.
That is good. Do not dream of Scalatua. It is their god.
Well, good. No, I will not.
They are religious fanatics, and we must purge them of this sphere.
Well, they seem like that would be a good idea. When you say religious fanatics, you say that because they worship something other than the Illithid.
Not only do they... You can worship what you want under the Illithid rule, so long as it does not get out of hand. The Artuks have gotten out of hand. We have previously had them purged from several different worlds, and once the Holland Crystal Sphere came under the discretion that it was open for a claim to an interstellar high seat, per the Ascanari, the Artuk came here to stake their own claim.
Interesting.
We are hot on their heels to make sure that does not happen.
Yeah, I think if you were to head back that direction, you'd probably have some good luck.
That is the most... This is the most excellent information you could provide us. We appreciate your cooperation.
Now, can I get some information from you?
Of course.
During your recent investigation here, have you seen anything that resembles a stone temple of sorts?
A stone temple.
Yes, a stone building in a quite overgrown.
You're not the first person we've found that is trying to find this. Would you mind to tell us what this stone temple is?
Well, it's just something of our gods, an old relic of will.
Oh.
I've just always wanted to make the homage and the simple walk.
No. Do not know where this stone temple is.
Can I ask who else asked about it?
Oh yes, the Thrycreen.
I'm sorry, I definitely know what it is, but I don't think Pizor knows what the Thrycreen are. Do you mind reminding him?
Oh yes, another simpleton. They look to Pyazor and they say, the Thrycreen... I guess I can talk to you. I don't know, I'm talking past you. The Thrycreen are actually...
It's Pizor that doesn't know. I know what the Thrycreen are, but...
The Thrycreen are native to your sphere, or at least the ones we came across are. There are some elsewhere, but the ones from this sphere are here. They seem to seek this same stone temple, so you must share a god.
It was recent that you ran into them?
Oh yes.
Oh, very well. In recent vicinity to this?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Not but a few weeks ago.
A few weeks. Okay. Well, that's all I had for you.
Are you releasing us?
I thought this was a parlay.
Oh yes, this is just an odd situation.
I don't find it odd at all. I'm quite simple.
Well, you said that you were releasing us, so I was confused. I didn't know if you were trying to hold us captive, which I would not
I said
allow
I was
for.
releasing you?
Yes, I think.
Maybe you misheard me. I said I believe that that's all I
Oh.
was needed. I don't have any other information to give you, and I appreciate your parlay.
This is your last chance. Would you like to join the citizenship of the Illithid Republic?
My last chance forever.
Well, no, but this is the last chance for us. If you would like to apply here today, we have a couple of incentives.
What incentives may that be?
Well, for one, it is free transport to the Interstellar High Table, just to get your documentation. From there, we can provide you with several different options for affordable housing.
Let me, I'll have to think on it. And then I'll get back to you.
If you need us, there are several of us around. Just search for ships similar to us, or the ones that look like squid.
Very well. And I'm starting to stand up at this point. Take a nice deep bow. May you all have a wonderful evening.
If you see the Artuk, stay away.
Absolutely. And I back up all the way to the gangplank, and I'm kind of like, I push Pizor, and once I hit the gangplank, I turn around and walk back to the ship.
Okay.
And I push the gangplank off my ship.
Yeah, absolutely. Alrighty. Ending the bizarre encounter, you push the gangplank off. The Surlons all kind of like regather at the edge of their ship. The other ship of Surlons that has kind of like been approached off to the, or not approached off the side, just kind of like waiting off in the wings, approaches over and docks and kind of like berths itself up next to the other one, and they re-extend their gangplanks as you kind of like slowly start to drift apart before you guys re-engage and jam somewhere else.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to call it for this episode.
Golly.
Episode 22.
Okay. Things got messy there. Not messy. There's a lot of information. That was crazy. Okay. Sweet.
Welcome to the Thunderdome.
Thunderdome, we are here.
You're here.
Guys, thank you for tuning in to episode number 22 with us here at Duos of Destiny.
Episode 22.
Hey, hit the like, hit the subscribe. We appreciate all the love and support. Guys,
Thank you so much.
until next time, see ya.